Hi, and welcome to another video by Get It Done Home Repairs. Today we're going to talk about winterizing an outside faucet such as this here. Now, most of the time you can go inside and you can shut the valve off inside and drain the outside hose out. But in this particular case, there is no way to shut it off on the inside. There is no shut off. So what we did is we went to a big box store or online, and you could pick up something like this that you can actually put around here and keep it from getting the direct breeze or wind or the freezing temperatures. All right, they're very easy to put on, and you basically just take this here. We're going to take this piece right here. We're going to loop it around the faucet itself, and then we're going to pull this tighter to lock it in place. Now I will bring you in there and show you step by step how to do it, but I just wanted to explain to you how to do it first. All right, so let's put this on here, and we'll get this closed up for the winter time so we don't have any freeze ups. Okay, so the way you do it is you take this loop right here, you put it over the top of the faucet like this, go around the faucet just like that. Pull this over the top so that it's like this. Then we take this piece here, put it on here like this, pull this out like this, and then we just squeeze these pieces together on the side and we pull it just like that. And then you can set it wherever you want to have it. And it doesn't matter whether you have it this direction or if you want to do it this direction here. Either way, it doesn't really matter. You could put it as you choose to. I'm going to put it like this. We're going to pull this out like this, squeeze the little tab on the side right there, just like that. And now this will keep the direct wind and the freezing temperatures from getting directly to that valve, and it should save you any kind of freeze ups in the winter time on the faucet itself. All right, so this is one way of stopping a freeze up on the valve in the winter time. I will put a link in the video, probably up above, that you can check it out and see how to winterize a faucet if you have the shut-off valve inside the house, where you can shut it off and then purge any kind of residual water inside of it. But I will put a link up below, up on top or down below. Someplace there'll be a link so you can check out that video. How to winterize an outside hose bib. All right, there's a very easy procedure. It takes just a few minutes, and it can avoid a big problem down the road for you. The problem is, come the winter time, it's extremely cold outside, and if you have a hose connection such as this one right here that goes outside, this part of the connection here is going to stay warm because obviously it's inside the house, but the outside part is going to get very cold, and you always run that possibility of something freezing up on the outside and splitting this pipe. One thing you do not want to do is you don't want this pipe here to split inside the wall, because the time you're going to find out about it is in the spring when you turn the water back on. You'll turn this valve on over here and you'll have water gushing out all over inside your house, and you don't want that. You're just going to cause yourself a big headache. So you take a few minutes and you get it prepared for the winter, and you're not going to have a problem. All right, first thing you're going to do is you're going to locate where your outside hose connection comes into the house, and we have this one here underneath the sink here. So what we do is we come up over here and we take this valve and we turn this valve to the off position, nice and tight, and now it's off. Next thing we're going to do is we're going to take something to put underneath the bottom drain valve right here, because you can see there's a little valve. I'm going to bring you in there, I'm going to show you as well. Any of the water that's stuck inside this pipe here, we want to get it out before the winter comes. So what you do is turn the valve off, open this up just a little bit. You could take it off by hand most of the time, but if you can't open it by hand, then of course you can use pliers on it. We'll just unscrew this off here. We're going to take this little cap right here, and we're going to put this off to the side. So we have something underneath here to catch any kind of water that may drip out, and we're going to go outside now, and we're going to open it up outside. Now let me bring you in, and I'm going to show you what it looks like inside here. Okay, so this is what it looks like right here, and you have that little piece right there that we took this cap off. Okay, we just put the cap down. Make sure that inside this cap that rubber seal doesn't get lost, because you have to have that seal back on there, or in the springtime, you're going to wind up with a leak in here when you turn that valve back on. All right, so now this here, we have something underneath it right here, and now we're going to go outside and we're going to open up the valve on the outside to allow air to get in through here, and then therefore the water is going to wind up running either out or into this little catch container here. All right, so let's go outside, let's open that valve up, and we'll continue outside. When you remove the hose, sometimes you will get water running out, which is perfectly fine, it's not a problem. Next thing we're going to do is we're going to open up the valve itself to let any of the water out, or to even let air in so it can drain on the other side into that little catch basin. And we're going to leave this valve in the open position for the entire winter now. All right, let's go back inside. Okay, so we don't have much water that dripped out of here, but we are going to leave this open just a little bit so that we make sure all of the water that's in this pipe here drains out. Now, once you finish draining out right here, you'll see that there's nothing coming out anymore. And then you can put your cap back on just like this, and you're going to screw it on just by hand. You don't need pliers or anything. Nice and tight like that. Okay, so once you put your cap back on and you leave this valve in the off position, we're going to leave the valve on the outside opened up to let it drain out any of the residual water that may be inside there. Again, on the outside, you want to leave that valve in the open position, and inside, of course, in the closed position. On the inside, and you know in the springtime when you turn it back on, you're going to be in good shape. Now, this particular one is a very short run. It's only about this long. It's about, I think it was 18 inches if I'm not mistaken. The freeze-proof fitting that I put on for the hose bib on the outside. Yours may be longer depending on where it is. A lot of houses have this in the basement, and if it's in the basement, then obviously you'll have a lot of water draining out. So make sure you have a suitable sized bucket to catch any kind of water in here. As you can see right here, we had a couple of drops of water come out. Really nothing to even talk about. But that's it. We'll winterize. We don't have to worry about it freezing up, and we're good to go. All right, I hope this helps out somebody, and it keeps anybody's hose bib from freezing up and cracking over the winter time. All right, don't forget, subscribe and hit that little bell to be notified whenever I upload new videos. All right, as always, thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys on the next one.